Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 2, I guess, of the map tips and tricks for Fortress. This is going to be the second floor that we're going to be looking at today. Obviously, I'm not on the second floor right now. I'm well aware of that. But if you are yet to see the first video, the link is going to be down in the description below. Check that out first to pick up some tips and tricks for all of the downstairs bomb sites and how to attack them, how to, you know, just various different guises of how to attack and defend on the downstairs. As far as this particular video goes, we're going to be looking at the second floor and how to best defend sites from up there. If you don't know your way around this map yet, this is a pretty good guide. Yeah. Anyway, so as far as spawns go, the main gate is probably one of my favourite spawns to go from at the minute. You've got a camera immediately as you come out. You do have to be very careful of spawn peeks from the front door, however. It's a real easy pick for anyone that is just sitting at the front door. I'm amazed that I haven't seen more people doing exactly that. I've seen people try and spawn peek from this window. They don't get a great line of sight. But as far as the front door goes, treat it like Oregon. You know, I mean, how many times have you gone running towards Oregon front door and there's just been someone just fucking stood there, just waiting to ruin your day. The second you come out, boom, dead. So, yeah, that's something to consider, but I do kind of like spawning at the main gate. Okay, so, first of all, let's get started with this section here. This is the dormitory and briefing room. This is, as far as I'm concerned, a pretty nice site, and probably one of my favourite sites to defend on this map. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you this one first. This is just a cheeky little spot. You can break both of those and vault up here. It's a bit stupid. It's a cav spot. You don't have to use it if you're defending here. It's just a nice little hiding spot more than anything that you can sort of tuck yourself away and try and hide from people. You do, you know, you can keep a line of sight onto this door. It's not exactly brilliant, but some people, you know, if you're memeing or something, it might be quite good to hide just in there. When it comes to the actual site defense, this is something that I've been playing with quite a little bit with guys on stream and like coming up with ideas, ways to defend it. And this is one thing that I found that I really like. So, by placing this on an unreinforced wall just here, you can keep an eye on the billiards room just through there. And by placing another one just over here, standing up, I would do this on a reinforced wall, personally. I would reinforce this wall and then leave this one soft. We've been putting rotations on here. Probably not this big. We normally just impact the bottom left, but you get the idea. The cool thing about this is it gives you the option to move between sites, obviously, but this specific spot here, you can control pretty much 3 different lines of sight. So by reinforcing this wall, as I say, you can look through there and see what's going on and then pre-fire it accordingly. You can alternatively play this bit here. If you try putting the mirror anywhere else, it's actually, the view is blocked by these boxes just on here, so it's a real pain in the arse. We tried putting one on this wall here. Can't see anything at all. It's just horrendous. The majority of the sites on this map are horrendous. I wouldn't recommend playing them, but as you can see from that, ugh. So, you've got this spot here that you can cover. You can alternatively move out and cover that. And the final one you've got is you've got a really nice angle just onto that doorway there. So you are covering 3 different spots from one, and they are the 3 main entry points that people can gain access to this site. You, as a lone player, could potentially lock them down if calls are good enough. You do see a lot of people trying to hunker down, reinforcing all of these. You can't place any mirrors on here, which, you know, would give you a really nice line of sight onto doorways and stuff. But you're obviously exposed to that one. You do see people playing here, as I say, and when they do, they very quickly get killed. Just because you get flashbanged or grenaded or something like that. You can play from there, please don't misunderstand me, and I have got kills from here, but it's not exactly comfortable to sit in any of this site, really, this side of the room. So instead I would advocate playing from elsewhere and try and stay covered, and then as and when you need to aggressively peek it, then you can do. Right, this entire area out here, the hammam roof, is a death wish. I'm just going to say that right now, it's an absolute death wish. Not only are there cameras watching it, you can throw vault cams ridiculous distances even after her nerf, but anyone pushing these stairs, they've got too many ways to try and contest. They've got that window you could be looking out of, they've got that window I've just jumped out of, you've got this doorway over here. Now, all three of these could potentially be having a line of sight onto you as an attacker pushing up those stairs. And I've got so many picks just by doing this. You can run out, you've got all sorts.
If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles. Your location has been compromised.
This window around here is yet again another really cheeky angle. All you gotta do is sit here. Anyone pushing up the stairs, they're dead. It's just ridiculous. Anyone trying to push this window, if they do have a death wish and they've made it up onto the hammam roof, they get up to here and they decide to try and contest this window, which does happen. Sometimes they make it up here. How often are you going to look for someone here? Like, realistically speaking. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some vault cams out and try and show you this. I'll put one there. And we'll put one at, like, head height on that side. So if they're going to be able to see, they'll see it from there. Move forward. And I become a lot harder to spot. Now, you got to consider I'm not leaning at the minute. I'm trying to showcase this on my own, so it's quite difficult. But I am not leaning. If you lean like that, you disappear completely. Obviously, I can't do it because... it's such a nightmare. But you'll see that my legs are clipping into the wall. They don't come out the other side. You just sort of shrink into that space. And it's stupid, but it's amazing. Anyone coming to the middle of there is going to have an absolute nightmare spotting you.
You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now. You have been spotted.
How's that for a line of sight? You can see pretty much everything from this camera. It's ridiculous. It's not overly difficult to land. It's, you know, it's pretty easy, as you just saw. But look at the line of sight it gives. Not only can you see a lot of down there, you can see a lot of up here as well. So it is pretty good for gaining that intel. Anyone that's trying to contest any of this area, anyone that's trying to contest the hatch over here, you see them absolutely everywhere. All from that one camera. So finally, we are on to the bedroom and commander's office. These are the last two bomb sites we're going to be taking a look at. And I've got yet again another mirror setup for you. Now, the idea behind all of these mirror setups is if you can model a defense around that, you know, it can be pretty beneficial. It really, really can. You don't need a mirror for every single site, far from it. But she is a pretty strong op, which is why you see her banned so much in the pro leagues. She can pretty much change entire maps and the setup from them. Now, the other day I came across a specific setup which I had never ever used before on this, and I attempted to learn from it. I attempted to take what was good from it and implement it elsewhere. As it transpires, I believe it was actually a microwave gaming setup. I think, well, yeah, it is a microwave gaming setup. I can't even, you know, say I think so. I went and looked and I found a video of his that was showcasing the setup that was being used against us. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Now, I've got to give full credit to him. This is an incredible line of sight here. So if you haven't gone and watched his video, make sure to go and do so, because I'm not going to break down everything that he covered. And there's a lot of really good information in that. But what you can do is, by reinforcing this hatch, this is the only way that they're going to be able to actually get you. I'll go ahead and do this. Put a mirror just up here. But because this floor is not destructible, the hatch is the only way they will be able to take this mirror out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and open up a section of wall just here. Now, you're not going to do the whole thing. You don't need to do the whole thing at all. You just need to do a little bit of it. So, you've now got a line of sight onto that window all the way through there. You've got a line of sight into this area here. And you've got a line of sight onto the window that's just through there that I'll go and show you in just a second. From there, you can obviously come out pre-fire as you need to. The logic behind this is, yes, there is a doorway behind you, but that's where barbed wire lesions, goo mines, whatever you're going to you know, Ella mines, whatever you're going to run. But look at this. This is the most incredible thing about it. You cannot get that mirror from here. You can't get the mirror because the pillar is directly in the way. I mean, it's perfect. It really is perfect. You are literally hidden. Yes, you may die. Because I know that's exactly what you're thinking. You're going to think you're just going to get shot from this doorway. But that's what all of the barbed wire and stuff is for. I mean, you could potentially even castle this door off. So that would be pretty beneficial. Now, the logic behind not opening all of this wall is the sheer fact that you don't want to give the person a line of sight if they're pushing from there. So anyone that's coming in from this corridor just over here, they're trying to push in, you don't want to give them a massive line of sight all into that commander's briefing room. So instead you just want to give them a little bit. But the second you hear them over here, you can toss a blinking nitro out from behind here, can't you? From behind the mirror. You hear people moving around here, you've got some barbed wire here. Pretty much just lock this entire side of the site down from this one mirror. It's incredible. I hear them over there. Jump out, nitro, boom. That's them dead. So that's pretty handy in itself. And then finally, it also covers that other window that I was discussing. Look outside.
You will be detected
Onto
if you remain in this area.
the balcony of doom.
Spotted by hostiles, fall back.
This window here, anyone pushing in from this window, as soon as they're in, they're dead from that mirror. So that is a really, really nice mirror setup. As I say, full credit to Microwave Gaming. I cannot give him enough credit. Like I say, I came across this through honest means. I was playing in a ranked match and we went up against this and I thought that is a really cool setup. And then I went looking for other setups and ended up stumbling across his video, which was exactly the same setup. So I'm assuming that's where they took it from. But again, I'm not 100% sure. The other cool thing, which I actually started, I tried doing this during the, what was it? The test play that we did for Wind Bastion when it very, very first got released. The concept was put a mirror window on here. We will get there in a minute. I'll just So, the concept is this. By putting it on here, slightly over to the right, you can keep an eye out on that room just down there, which is the staircase. You can keep an eye on that door, and you can pretty much lock down the whole bedroom area. You can vault over it should you need to, but you need to make sure that the wood is there. The wood is intact. But that, again, that's not, you know, that's fairly common knowledge. You can't vault over a mirror from this side if you haven't got any wood at the top. If it's just a metal frame, you can if it's going that way, but you can't from this side. Probably hear me smashing the spacebar. It just doesn't do anything. You need to have the wood at the top. But again, pretty menacing, pretty, you know, handy, nice little one to have. But this does rely on a couple of different things. Obviously, you can hide into the corner, but the further out you peek, the more exposed you are to this bit over here, which is the gun room. So if you're going to be exposed to that, you kind of want someone playing on the other mirror over in the bathroom. Just to sort of protect that person. Anyway, that's going to about wrap it up for this second video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped. Again, apologies that it's not the same format that I would normally do. I know it's a little bit different. And hopefully you can still enjoy it and take something from it. If you did enjoy it, please consider hitting that thumbs up. If you don't already, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay reckless and relentless.